One of the questions I've been asked quite a bit over the years is how often an athlete should be training in a formal workout program. And of course, everything that follows here is my opinion based on experience, based on research. But what I like to think of is three things. How old are they? Are they in season or off season? And what are their training priorities? So when you first look at age, a kid under the age of 12 consistently training 1 day a week is going to see great benefit over time. You're not going to burn them out. Their body has plenty of time to adapt to this type of training, the more intense style of training, and it keeps the fun aspect in there. They're not worn down from all of this, always beat up from the training aspect. Once a kid gets to 12, 13 years old, 2 days a week, maybe even 3 days at select times, still beneficial if they're motivated to train at a higher level. And once I get into the high school age, I can get up to 3, 4 days a week. Even as a senior in high school, I still wouldn't recommend more than 4 days a week of intense training. It's still in a growth phase. It still needs time to adjust to all of the training. So that would be my recommendation there. Even a pro athlete, 5 days a week is the absolute max, and they're doing it as part of a career. So those are my suggestions based on age. In season versus off season is the next big topic. If I'm in season as a middle school or high school or even a college athlete, 2 workouts a week that are brief and right to the point, most effective. If I'm at the college level, 3 might be a little bit better in there, but I don't want to spend a lot of time training when I have all these other physical demands that are wearing me down. We don't want to tip the scales in the direction of being too fatigued to perform at our best. Off season, very different story. So now training can become a priority. If I'm age dependent, I can work up to that age. So younger kids still 1 day a week. The lower middle school age, maybe 2 days a week, and then high school 3 to 4, all fine. But I want to make sure that I'm also training longer. So while I'm there, I have the time and I have the energy to get more done. I want to take advantage of the opportunity that I have when I'm training off season. And the third and final factor would be, what are my priorities? So if I'm training to build muscle and strength and I want to do that in a somewhat rapid fashion, I need to be in the gym lifting about 3 to 4 days a week. If I want to improve my speed and agility skills, the quality of my work is much more important than the quantity. An athlete can get 1 to 2 good sessions in a week consistently and make huge progress there over time, as opposed to the kid who's always doing speed and agility but doesn't take it the right way. Conditioning, probably about 3 days a week. On average, 2 to 3 days a week will see a bump and help you get ready for the season if you're looking to get ready for your sports season. And then the last one would be injury prevention. And that's really, like we've mentioned in previous video, mobility and stability training. And that's not all that intensive. You're looking at stretching, some light stability work. That can be done more often. I would say that's probably something that, at any age, 2, 3 days a week would work in there. You might not need it more than 3 days a week. So it depends on your age, depends on whether you're in season or off season, and it depends on what your training priorities are. So of course, not a simple answer to this question, how often should you train? But maybe these guidelines will give you a little bit more of a structure to understand how much training is most effective for your kids.